So let's talk about how you make those numbers work and the financing. Fannie Mae is providing $31 million of debt for this project. The City of Charlotte, the Housing Trust Fund, is also providing funds for this. So how do you begin on a complicated deal, so many layers of debt, how do you begin to evaluate and underwrite this?
Yeah, it's really hard, and obviously the market's been really competitive. I can't imagine a property type that's more competitive right now than these older apartment complexes, especially in markets like Charlotte. So the cap rates are really low, the prices are really high, and most people can afford to do that because they're going to buy something and raise the rents. We don't do that. We actually do the opposite. We buy something, we hold the rents flat for a lot of the units, and then in this case, we're actually moving rents significantly down on this subset that serves these folks coming out of chronic homelessness. And so it takes a pretty complicated capital stack. You're right that Fannie Mae gave us a $31 million loan. I think it's got 12 years on it. We locked a really good interest rate at the time. It's below 3%. Whenever you're in affordable housing, Fannie Mae gets really friendly with things like interest only. And so we're not paying amortization for, I think, another 5 years. And so that helps to make the numbers work in these early years. We got City of Charlotte financing, which we've done now a couple times on these NOAA properties, and that really helps because it's essentially a 0% loan that rides above that senior debt piece. And then Atrium came in, which was a surprise to me, but not a surprise to the folks at Roof Above who knew that Atrium had made a commitment to investing into affordable housing. They saw the intersection between housing and healthcare, wanted to contribute, and so they ended up giving us a $5 million loan at 1% interest. So you add up all of those really cheap sources of debt capital, leaves you with a tranche that is the equity portion. And what was really innovative about this deal is instead of taking LP equity that needs a return, we took donation money from Roof Above and plugged it in as equity. And instead of paying a return to Roof Above, we actually recycle all of that cash flow and it turns into rental subsidies that essentially buys down the rents for those folks coming out of chronic homelessness. And so it's a crazy model. I've seen precedents in a couple different places across the country that look like this, but I don't think there's a deal that exactly looks like this anywhere else in the country. And so it's something that we're really proud of.
Yeah, that's quite the pro forma and very, very creative and unique. So kudos to you all for figuring that out.